Hey guys, what is up? It is Gaming Actor Sal here, and today I have got a pictorial unboxing video of the PlayStation 4 console that I purchased. And by that I mean basically I'm just gonna be showing like images that I've taken of the bundle that I got of the PlayStation 4 just across the screen now, and just going through explaining them as I go along, as the pictures go along, what they are and what they're showing basically. Yeah, so let's get straight into it. Alright, so as you can see from the first picture, we've basically got just the front of the box that I got of the PlayStation 4 bundle. I got the PlayStation 4 console with Knack, the game, and yeah, it just shows a picture of the Knack game and PlayStation 4 console alongside it on the right. Then if you turn it over, it just gives you a lot of information on the top about Knack, the game, and just the console information on the bottom. And then actually that is a sleeve, it's like a cardboard sleeve, and once you take the sleeve off, it uncovers just a plain white box. Basically no design, no pattern on it, no pretty PlayStation designs or anything like that, which I have to say I was quite disappointed with the packaging. As you'll see later on in this video, there's not much like creativity to it, if you get what I mean. So it's just a plain white box, that's the front of it, and as you can see on the back of it, it just shows some information, just standard information, PlayStation standard information, nothing too interesting there. Once we open it up though, you get a inside view. You can see the PlayStation 4 console on the left. On the top right, you've got some information booklets, standard stuff that you don't really look at, and of course on the bottom right you have got the PlayStation 4 console. So nothing too beautifully designed, like the packaging so to speak, but if you're not really bothered about that, then I suppose it does the job. Once you take away the booklet from the top right hand side of that box, you uncover the rest of the cables underneath it. So you've got the booklet, of course, in the center. On the bottom left, you have got the USB charging cable for the remote control, which is actually different to the PlayStation 3 console USB charging cable, so you can't use them for each other, so to speak. You've got to make sure you keep hold of this one because they don't include them with PlayStation 4 controllers as well when you buy them, so you will have to make sure you don't lose this now. Otherwise you'll have to purchase a wire individually, I'm guessing from eBay or something like that. Just above that, you've got of course, the power cable for the PlayStation 4 console. Next to it, you've got the earpiece, which now comes standard with the console. And then just below that, you've got the HDMI cable as well, which of course comes standard with it as well now. Yeah, so I suppose that's all a positive from that. They've listened to our feedback and they are now including HDMI and headsets as standard cables with the PlayStation 4. Then if we move on to the PlayStation 4 controller, as you can see now, here it is. It's much bigger than the PlayStation 3 controller, so I have to say I'm struggling to get used to it quite a bit actually at the moment, because my hands aren't used to grappling such a large object. That's what she said, and yeah, so I'm just getting used to, my hands are getting used to it a bit, but I can see me getting used to it. I mean, I can see that they've taken on board that people were saying that the PlayStation 3 controller is a bit too small. I honestly didn't think it was too small. I thought it was pretty much perfect, but nevertheless, I can get used to it. As you can see, then they've got the standard, X square, triangle, circle buttons. The analog sticks have now got a center so that you get better grip. You got the options button and you got share button, which is new features as well, and you got the touchpad. And just overall, it's a pretty controller. It looks quite nice and it works pretty well as well. Actually, one thing I have to point out though that I've realized from just playing just a few times actually the PlayStation 4 is that the L1 and R1 triggers actually get stuck sometimes. So I'm not too sure what's going on there. But yeah, that's something to just take on board because I'm not too sure what why that's happening so early on as well. But hopefully, it'll just figure itself out or something. But yeah, moving on, we have now got the PlayStation 4 console, which, as you can see, looks very much like a eraser. It's like glossy on the top half and just like matte finish, matte black on the bottom, and it's got the PlayStation logo just in the corner of the gloss. And overall, it just looks pretty nice. I think it looks quite nice, and yeah, and you can see the slant in this picture where essentially it just shows an odd shape. Basically, I'm not quite sure why they went for that like little slant, but yeah, it looks pretty cool. And one thing to take on board, actually, here's another thing, is that if you just press like the corner of the console, it's like a little bit wobbly, but it's nothing to worry about or anything. But yeah, just another thing, interesting fact, I suppose, for you guys. So yeah, that is the console, and then of course the only thing left is the game Knack, which is what I got with the console. So yeah, I got this game with the console. I've tried it out, played it, and it's pretty good. I mean, for myself, it's not too interesting, but I can see the appeal in the game. I mean, it's sort of like a Crash Bandicoot, Ratchet and Clank, it's that sort of type of game, and it's quite enjoyable if you get into it. But at the same time, you need a bit of Call of Duty, Battlefield, and FIFA just to mix it all about. But nevertheless, it's an interesting game, and it's quite cheap as well. Actually, going quite cheap at the moment, so I probably would recommend you get it. Actually, it's quite enjoyable. So as you can see on the front, it's just got some artwork, and then on the back, it has got just your standard information. I mean, nothing too interesting, but yeah, that was pretty much it for the unboxing. I mean, there was nothing else really to point out. The artwork, like I said, was disappointing. I mean, the fact that it was a sleeve, um, I'm not too sure what's happened there. I mean, I'll be interested to know what the standard PlayStation 4 console but like design was like. I mean, obviously there wouldn't have been a sleeve there, I'm guessing. I'm not too sure, to be honest. But if you guys got a standard PlayStation 4 or a different bundle to the one I got, let me know and tell me, did was the unboxing exactly the same? Was the packaging the same? Just let me know. And if you guys enjoyed this video, please be sure to like it. And other than that, I'll talk to you guys later. Peace.